Hello students, welcome back. Today I come up with a new chapter with a new topic, that is cell organelle, and today we are going to discuss about the most important organelle, that is mitochondria. Okay, so we are going to discuss about the mitochondria, and you know that the mitochondria is also known as the powerhouse of the cell. Why it is called the powerhouse of the cell? Let us discuss. As you know that the mitochondria is also known as the powerhouse of the cell. That is because this is the site where the power is formed. Mitochondria is the site where power is formed. The power is formed. What is power? Power is ATP. So it involved in the production of ATP. That's why it is also known as the powerhouse of the cell. Mitochondria is also known as powerhouse of cell. Why it is called powerhouse of the cell? Yes, because it involved in the production of ATP. So first of all, we will discuss some important characteristics or features of mitochondria. So first of all, the size of the mitochondria, the diameter is 0.2 to 1 micrometer, whereas the length is 1 to 4.1 micrometer. If we talk about the number of mitochondria, then it vary and depend upon the physiological activity or the energy requirement of the cell. According in mitochondria, it is a double membrane bound organelle, and it is of very small size. That's why it is not easily visible. Next, the shape of the mitochondria is cylindrical or sausage shape. This is just some features about mitochondria. Moving forward, we will study about the structure of mitochondria. If I draw a structure of mitochondria, then as we have just studied that it is a double membrane bound organelle, and double membrane bound organelle, this is I am making outer membrane, and here the inner membrane is present. The red one is the outer membrane. White that I am making is the inner membrane of mitochondria. The inner membrane of mitochondria has some infoldings, and these infoldings are known as cristae. So just mention here, label here on the diagram. This is the outer membrane of mitochondria. This is the outer membrane of mitochondria. This is the inner membrane of mitochondria. This is the inner membrane of mitochondria. And in between the outer membrane and inner membrane of mitochondria, there is a presence of intermembrane space. There is a presence of intermembrane space. Moving forward, in mitochondria, there is a presence of DNA. There is a circular single DNA is present. So that is DNA. Single circular DNA. Double standard DNA is present. Inside the matrix, this is the matrix. This is called matrix. Inside the matrix, there is a presence of another organelle, that is ribosomes. And you know that the ribosomes is involved in the synthesis of protein. And the ribosomes is involved in the synthesis of protein. And which type of ribosomes is present in mitochondria? That is 70S type of ribosomes is present in mitochondria, which help in the synthesis of protein. Now, another thing is that these enfoldings are called as cristae, and on cristae there is a structure present that is called oxysomes, or F0 F1 particle. These particles are present on the enfoldings, that is called cristae. These enfoldings are called cristae, and over these enfoldings there is a presence of oxysomes. So these are oxysomes. Oxysomes are also known as F0 F1 particle. Okay, and these are present on cristae. Cristae are the enfoldings of inner mitochondrial membrane. Okay, so this is all about the structure of mitochondria. And if we zoom out this portion of mitochondria, then what you will see here, that the outer membrane has some pore, and these pore are known as porins. These pores are known as porins, whereas the inner membrane does not have any pore, but it contain cristae over it. On the surface of cristae there is a presence of oxysomes, and oxysomes is present on the enfoldings, that is cristae. Okay, so if I am labeling here, this is the outer membrane, and outer membrane has pore, that is called porins. This is the inner membrane. Inner membrane does not have any pore. On the cristae there is a presence of oxysomes. And interestingly, there is a presence of respiratory enzymes on the surface of cristae. So these are the respiratory enzymes on the surface of cristae, and these respiratory enzymes help in the process of photosynthesis. Help in the process of respiration. So this is the structure of mitochondria. This is the outer membrane of mitochondria, which contain porins, a pore-like structure. The inner membrane is the enfolding, which is called cristae, and these cristae have some structure over it, that is called oxysomes, and these oxysomes have some on the inner side of the cristae there is a presence of some respiratory enzymes that help in the process of respiration. So this is all about the structure of mitochondria. Okay, moving forward, if we zoom out the portion of this oxysome, that it consists of three parts. Number one is base. Another is stalk. Another portion is stalk. And the third portion is called head. and the third portion is called head. And the third portion is called head. So I'm labeling here now. This is called base. This is called stalk. And this is called head. Okay. This is the structure of oxysome. The head contain F1 particle. The base contain F0 particle. Okay. In the head, there is a presence of an enzyme that is called ATP synthetase enzyme. And this enzyme help in the formation of ATP. This enzyme help in the formation of ATP, and ATP formation is ATP is formed from ADP plus inorganic phosphate. So here the PI stand for inorganic phosphate. Inorganic phosphate. ADP is adenosine diphosphate, means two phosphate is present. When ADP and inorganic phosphate react with the help of an enzyme ATP synthetase, they help in the production of ATP, and ATP is the energy currency of cell. Energy currency of cell. Energy currency of cell, and the full form of ATP is adenosine triphosphate. Adenosine triphosphate, which is the energy currency of the cell. So oxysomes contain three parts. One is head, stalk, and base. In the head, there is a presence of ATP synthetase enzyme. ATP synthetase enzyme help in the production of ATP from ADP and inorganic phosphate. After formation of ATP, it is the energy currency of the cell, and the full form of or expanded form of ATP is adenosine triphosphate, means 3-phosphate is present. Moving forward, talking about some facts about the ATP, about the mitochondria, is that ATP production, when the ATP is produced inside the mitochondria, that is called oxidative phosphorylation. When the ATP is produced inside the mitochondria, that is called oxidative phosphorylation. Next, the matrix contain DNA. It also contain RNA and ribosomes. The enzymes for respiration like TCA cycle, which is also known as tricarboxylic acid cycle or Krebs cycle, their enzymes are present in matrix. Okay. Another thing, that the mitochondria divide by fission process, and they divide by fission process. Now we will talk about some functions of mitochondria. It involves in the muscles contraction. It involves in muscles nerve impulse and nerve impulse conduction, and it is the site of aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration means the presence of oxygen. So mitochondria is the site of aerobic respiration. It involves in the muscles contraction, as well as it involves or it play an important role in nerve impulse or nerve impulse conduction. Okay, so this was all about the mitochondria. Hope you enjoy this session. Thank you.